Hello. It's Sharon from Accidental Art Maker. I hope you guys are doing really well. Um, the the intro there had yesterday's date on it because I did not do a live last night, and then I forgot to update the graphic for today. So whoops. So today I'm using a new streaming platform, and so far it seems to be going smoothly. If you're watching, if you wouldn't mind putting in the chat area that you can see me and that you can hear me. And if you're watching from Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, that would be helpful. And if you're live or on the replay, usually I don't ask so much of you guys, just to enjoy whatever shenanigans I bring your way. But it would be good to have some feedback from you guys on this platform. So far, I'm really liking it. All right, so what is this January series about? It is about committing yourself every day to, well, at least for me, doing art every single day for at least 10 minutes. I need to do something creative every day for 10 minutes. And what happens when you do that? So lots of times we sit around and wait for inspiration to strike us. And what I'm setting out to prove is that once you start to do something, then you get motivated and then you get inspired. So, hey, bestie, let me know if that's happening with you too. Give it a try. So I'm day 11 in, and I'm liking it. There's been a couple of nights where I just have not been feeling it, but whatever. All right, so without further ado, oh, look, I think I've got a chat. Yes, Amanda says, hiya. Hey, Amanda. And then I've got Margaret. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It is, it's a little daunting going live for the first time on a new platform and not knowing, if it's going to work the way you think it is, because why mess up practicing when you can screw up live? All right, I guess I probably should have moved this. Let me show you guys what I'm going to be working on tonight. All right, so my daughter got this fabulous photo in this beautiful, almost beautiful frame. I mean, it's a little bit run down. It's seen better days. It looks like the swimmer got really mad and threw it or something right there. There's some pieces missing, but by the time I'm done with it, no one's gonna notice that. So tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm using some decoupage from Made by Marley. This is called Skullduggery. And I'm going to decoupage it down on this board that I have. And I'll probably be adding them to my website because I somehow managed to order a lot. And so I'm going to be putting this down, decoupaging this. I'm going to be painting this color, one of my favorite colors because it makes me happy. Okay, so first things first. Let's do some decoupage. This is going to be very straightforward because I'm not cutting anything. I'm laying it down right on this board. And let's see if I can get this. Here we go. That looks good. Okay, Margaret, I'm going to take you off there. All right. I can almost reach. There we go. All right. So I've got Skullduggery. I've got this board right here. And I'm just going to decoupage it down. There's going to be some overage across this board right here, but that is okay because I can just sand off the extra, or I can leave it on when I put it in the picture frame just to have a little bit of a wrap around there. All right, so I'm going to start with my decoupage medium. I use liquid patina by DIY. And whoops, when you start with decoupage and you're doing a large sheet like this, you do a section at a time. So I know this is probably hard to see, white on white, but I am adding the decoupage medium to the top of this board. I'm going to probably do like about 20% of the board. And I'm checking out the board here to see, making sure it gets in all the nooks and crannies here. And along this side there. And if you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to jump on in. All right. So I'm going to start on this end, and I'm laying just part of it down. I know I would prefer to have more of the top on here, so I'm going to go pretty close to up top. Gonna hope for the best that it's pretty straight. I could pull it down just a wee bit. That's a wee bit too much. All right, and now I'm just smoothing it down with my hands, and it's coming up in this corner over. It's coming up all over the whole thing. Why is that? Is this canvas? This canvas could be sucking up a lot of my. I'm just going to put it down heavy. I got the canvas like sucked up. I didn't put a coat of paint on this. I'm going right onto the canvas, so that could have been a mistake. Let's put a nice thick coat on this, because what could go wrong? Let's try again. All right. Now, my decoupage paper is wrinkled. I'm not going to worry too much about it because the wrinkles, well, I might have wanted to paint this first. I haven't done, has anybody done decoupage straight on a canvas before without paint? Because I'm thinking I'm making a mistake here. Let's see. Because these wrinkles are substantial for a board, but I'm gonna, being Scottish, being stubborn, I'm just gonna keep going for it and see. Oh, I can see I'm also just a little bit off here. Let's see here. All right. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's see here. Might have to take a board. Yeah. I think I'm messing up this paper. Let's see here. I love it when things go wrong live. Yeah, this is not going to work, which is okay because I got more skullduggery. What I'm going to do instead is you can see the wrinkles there. That should not be happening. And I think it's because I'm putting the patina directly on top of this canvas, which is like sucking it up. It's just not doing a good job. So I'm gonna remove this. I'm going to come in here and paint this canvas here. Got some white. It's called Vintage Linen with Made by Marley. You can use any color and it won't show through. The paper is pretty thick. And I'm just going to be a bit of a heathen. Okay. get my brush out. My brush was sitting in some water. I like working with my brush kind of wet before I start. This paint is needing some more water, but I think we're okay. I'm not going to be able to do the decoupage tonight, but I can do that tomorrow night after this is dried. And then I'll paint this, and then I'll go and paint the frame. And the frame, I'm going to paint it my favorite color. I picked it out specifically tonight because it does go with colors in skullduggery, but it's also a color that makes me happy. And these days, it helps to look at things that make you happy. All right. Yeah, this is what I should have done. I should have prepped this canvas. So I just learned something in front of you guys. There we go. All right, so now this just needs to dry. And tightening up my, let's see. Oh yeah, no, we're not ready for the snow tomorrow. I'm not ready. Yeah, thicker decoupage medium for surface. Yeah, thick medium from Fusion when she used a thick paper. It could just be a job for Mod Podge 2. Okay, all good. Let me get, I'm gonna move this out of the way here. And I'm gonna get my frame back up here. So the whole thing is I'm trying to do this in 10 minutes and under, and I can already see that I'm at 12 minutes, but I did talk quite a bit in the beginning, so that doesn't count towards being the show. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna get this frame back in here. And I haven't removed the picture yet, but I will. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Let me find a brush. Let's see. All right. Get out my pink. Man. I mentioned this on another show that I have never done so many lives before. So not only am I doing creative things and learning every day, but I am also learning from the tech end of it too. All right. So I'm going to water this a little bit. I didn't know I was going to need 2 paintbrushes tonight. All right, let's start here. I'm not worried about getting paint on the picture. I just want to enjoy this lovely color. Now, one of the things I'm checking for when I paint here is I know I'm going to be doing 2 colors. Now, watch when I bring my brush across the top like that. Do you see how it hits just those top colors, right? It hits the top raised part right there. Maybe along the side here too. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing. I'm going to paint it pink, and then I'm going to come back in with a highlight color to pop out this extra, the frame here that's all pretty and carved and things like that. And I think this is wood. I'm not, no, maybe not, who knows, but it doesn't really matter because I'm painting it. It's got these metal beads in here too, which is really pretty. And let me show you guys this. I do like the metallic shine on this inside trim right here, so you can kind of see it here. But if I come back in here with my wipe, I can wipe off the pink paint off the top part there and just have that metal shining through, which I think looks pretty cool. All right. So this brush, I'm just jamming it in there. These brushes can take a beating. Like that. Maybe move this so you guys can see it a little bit better. That would probably be helpful. Have any of you guys used Kissing Booth Pink? Oh, hey, Margaret. The name of this color is Kissing Booth. Here, you know what? I was trying this out. Sorry for my reach here. Captions. Oh, there we go. That's pretty fancy, huh? All right, I'm gonna get in here. I need some pink today. I got back, I'm very much, midlife menopausal, and I've been on hormone therapy, and I've been doing this for over a year. And I got back some test results, and it's just depressing. I've been struggling with all the changes in the body and the hormones and stuff like that. And I don't know. My husband was saying maybe it's just all the stress I've been under the last 6 months because, dealing with my mom who is in hospice and stuff like that. So probably TMI here for this show, but I really do need some pink. Like I need pink and some vitamin D, I think. All right, so I think you guys got the name of that. I'm going to remove the caption here. All right, caption, hide. There we go. And I'm going to put a little bit more paint on my plate here. All right. Again, I'm going across the top. I'm getting a feel for what it will look like when I go over this with my second color. And I'm doing the inside rim here. And then I'm wiping the pink off the metal so that it can be a nice little extra element there. I'm gonna get it in here too. There we go. And I do want to make sure to get the inside of this frame. So I'm gonna have to go back over that. Let's do that again. And this is how 10 minutes of doing art turns into a little bit more because of unplanned adventures and decoupage. And I thought I had all my supplies, but I didn't know I was going to be painting with 2 different colors tonight, so I didn't have all my supplies. Anyways, enough about all my complaining once again. Okay. Menda, are you guys ready for this now? All right, I'm just going to kind of like jam the paint in there along the sides. Get in there, paint. I like this paint with, well, it looks good with orange, but then it would really pop up on a picture frame and take away from what I want to do on the inside. But there's a nice soft, there's a yellow that I can use also too. And I might just do white also, because I think there's in the decoupage I'm going to be using in this, there is some yellow, there's some whites, there's some soft greens. I don't think green and pink would look too good together, so I'll be avoiding that. Let's get up in here. Get in there. All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Amanda, I can only imagine. There's a term for that when you get a hysterectomy. It's called it's not medical menopause, but there's a name for it when you go into basically menopause overnight. And I'm so sorry. Like, at least my symptoms were subtle, but I cannot imagine all of a sudden experiencing this overnight. I mean, it would be horrific. I mean, I've been dealing with it for 2 years now, 3, and yeah, I just can't imagine dealing with it overnight. All right, I'm gonna need a little bit more paint. Oh yeah, power outage. Yeah, we have like batteries going where we can have our devices charged, and we have a good amount of food here too. We have a gas stove that we can light up if it gets to be super, super bad. Like medically induced menopause, is that what it's called, Amanda? There is some term for it. Makes me shudder for you. Weight gain, not fun. At least I'm not having hot flashes anymore. Thank God for that. All right, I want a little bit more paint in here. Let's see. All right, if you are watching from YouTube, I would love a like or subscribe, a follow if you've made it this far. And especially if you want to keep seeing what happens at the end of 30 days. I did a little blog on my first week doing this, kind of like a day-by-day short, but it's like definitely, I definitely feel the changes. Like, I'm already feeling better just sitting here and painting. I mean, I was not in a happy mood when I started, as you can tell, but there's just something about doing art that just that brightens up. I don't know, there's some kind of connection, or maybe it's hormones again. All right, let's look at this side. Sorry, camera. This poor camera's been through a lot with me, and the tripod. If you watch one of my first shows, I just completely knocked the whole thing over. All right, we've got one more side to go here. If you're just joining, I started out with decoupage and then I messed it up because I tried to put decoupage directly down on a canvas that did not have any paint on it. And the canvas just sucked my decoupage medium right up, the liquid patina. So I put a coat of paint on that. I'm letting it dry, and then I'll see how that works with decoupage. I'm gonna give this a little bit of water. I'm gonna give my brush a little squirt right there. Let's see. Yeah, medical menopause. Not fun. Not fun at all. All right. Let's get this last side done here. And then we're gonna call this do something session done. If you're watching on the replay, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to add them in the comments. I do go back and look for comments. And I like getting comments. It's nice to know that people are watching this. I know I watch a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and I don't take the moment always to like and subscribe, especially shows I watch over and over again. And it's like one of those things, as like a small business owner, I'm beginning to understand I need to show my support for the places I like to go to. There's one woman, her name is, you should watch her, Amanda, her YouTube channel is called Hot and Flashy. She does a lot of makeup. She does a lot of makeup and beauty tips, and then clothes and things to wear when you're hitting menopause and older. She's actually like 65, but she looks like she's 55. Very pretty, very smart and articulate too. All right, guys. All right. But once again, my plan did not work out for what I wanted to create tonight, but that's okay. I learned something, and that's how we learn, right? At least how I learn is by trying to wing something and discovering, like, oh, I shouldn't have done it that way, but I learned something, and that's how you learn, is by failing and coming back and trying again. I've decoupaged a chair, a pleather chair, and it worked out great. But again, it's pleather, right? You think about the surface, it's not porous like the surface that I was just working on. All right, guys, I think I've jammed paint in every nook and cranny on this here, and whatever didn't get it, I'll come back and get it tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciated you guys being here. I'm Sharon, the Accidental Art Maker. This swim team will be gone. I thought it was pretty funny because this looks like a swim team from the 80s, doesn't it? I mean, that's the 80s. Look at the hair, the bleached Sun-In. Who used Sun-In? Hit the like button. I was a lifeguard. Lifeguard with fair skin. I dyed my hair blonde, and I got so many sunburns and, skin cancer many years later. You're welcome. But no, look at them. They're ready to go. This one's pretty daring. She's got an ankle bracelet on. So what was she up to? That was me right there. I was kind of more of like the nerdy one in high school with the glasses and the haircut that I shouldn't have gotten. But anyways, I went on to coach a swim team. So there you go. All right, everybody. I'm going to reach over and sign off for the night after I get paint on my boob. Talk to y'all later.